Hello, my name is Barry, and this is my bed. I have chronic bed rot. We binged Love Island USA Season 7. We're recapping Huda and Jeremiah's timeline, I guess you could say. We're on episode 3. We left off after a recoupling where everyone got to choose if they wanted a chance to partner up with Sierra or Charlie. Guys split up, they're talking. Girls talking.
Encouraging all y'all to really get to know different people. I really want the same thing for you. I'm dead ass when I say that.
Ace tells everybody, moving forward, we all need to get out and explore. And he points directly at Jeremiah and says, especially you. He's like, what is that supposed to mean? And he says, anybody here think that Huda is approachable? Even tonight, she's calling us out for standing up and putting us all in this narrative that we should be coupled up already, day one. And everyone's just kind of like nodding and agreeing. And they don't show what Jeremiah said after that. Like they just cut over to the girls, and Huda's crying because what Olandria said to her. She's like, you're doing too much. And Olandria's like, I know you're a girl's girl. That's why I love you.
That, you know what I mean?
They want the same thing for me.
Does anybody feel like Huda is approachable?
And that's okay though.
Even her sitting here like, damn, y'all doing these ladies like that? Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's already setting a false narrative that everybody's supposed to be matched in, coupled in off day one.
Shows them at bedtime. They're doing some freaky deaky in the sheets. Next morning, Jeremiah drops off Huda at the makeup room, but does not show him making breakfast. It shows them eating breakfast together. And Jeremiah mentions how Huda keeps him up all night. Oh, I do. And then they laugh about it. Huda says they're like the parents of the house because they're the most emotionally mature. And then in her interview confessional, she says that she's getting so much closer to telling him that she's a mom.
And I definitely want him to fall in love with me as myself and as Huda and as a person. And then I want him to also fall in love with my mom's side whenever he sees.
They show Bella crying and Huda trying to make her feel better. And then Huda stands up to Nick and is like, you can't be going back and forth. You have to be straight up. Like one or the other. You can't be 50-50 because he's still trying to choose between Sierra and Bella. This is only day 3. It's day 3. Everyone's already concerned about Huda and Jeremiah being too close off. And so they're getting ready for the night and the boys are in their room and Ace asks Jeremiah, so what would it take then for you to explore with anybody else? And he's like, if his type walks in, if a foreign girl walked in, that's the only thing that caused things to change. That's the only thing that would cause things to change. He already is like okay with exploring, but telling her otherwise. Huda is talking to Shelly about how Jeremiah doesn't know that she's a mom, and Shelly's like, wait, he doesn't know. Why haven't you told him? Why don't you want anybody to know? And Huda says she doesn't want somebody to use it against her that she's a mom. And Shelly's like, well, no matter when you tell him, his answer is still going to be the same. They have a challenge that night, and it's kind of like Deal or No Deal with like suitcases they open up, and they have to I don't know, it's not a challenge that was that important. Girls talk after the challenge, and one of the things that came up was that Jeremiah has told 10 girls that he loves them. Huda says she's not surprised because she thought at the beginning that he was kind of love bombing her, but it's still the beginning. It's day 3. And they kind of tell her that if he can move that fast, it's a red flag. Huda and Jeremiah go down to the dock to talk, and she asks him about the 10 girls, like what's up with that? And he's like, puppy love, high school days, you say it a lot. They show Ace and Taylor talking, and he says that he thought it was love bombing off the rip. He's like, don't you think that is? Like, he's told 10 girls that? And Taylor's like, well, he falls in love fast. He falls in love fast. He's kind of defending Jeremiah. He says it's weird that he's already closed off with Huda. So cuts back to Huda and Jeremiah on the dock talking, and she just wants him to know her on a deeper level. She takes forever to explain and actually like spit out. Like you can see the fear on Jeremiah's face as she's like building up to tell him this thing. She starts it out by saying there's a reason why she's so emotionally mature, and she's not ashamed of it. She didn't know how he would take it, and he's like kind of freaking out. She's like, before she even spits out, she's like, why are you looking at me? He's like, I'm spooked. Like, say it. She takes forever.
I am a mom.
Oh my god, hold on, let me. Oh my god.
You okay?
You're a mom?
Yeah.
She takes a deep breath. I'm a mom. You're a mom, and you're 24. How many kids do you have?
I wanted to look at me.
Hold on, I can't.
Okay.
Damn, that is a fucking bomb. I can't even lie. I did not expect that.
It's a bomb.
Not in a bad way, just like that's a lot of news.
And he's like, kind of spazzing out, and she's like, look at me. He's like, I can't. Puts his hands in his face, and that's the end of the episode 3. So episode 4 opens up, and it just continues on with their dock conversation. Like she was about to cry when he wouldn't look at her. She's like, that's why I'm a homebody. That's why I have 2 bedrooms. He's like, oh, I thought it was like some 6 room or something.
I have a 2-bedroom.
I thought it was like this is so stupid, like a sex room because you didn't want to talk about it.
God.
I was just worried that you would think that this was a deal breaker. It takes his time to answer, like a really long time, but that could be editing. All I can tell you right now is how I feel right now, and I'm fine with it. I still like you, and hypothetically, if we win this thing, and she's like, I'm not even thinking about that.
Do the whole goddamn thing and win the shit.
I'm not even thinking like that.
He's like, I know. In his interview confessional, he says that normally having a kid is a deal breaker for him. She asks him not to tell anybody that she's a mom, and they end it with a kiss. She then tells Shelly that she finally told him that she told Jeremiah that she's a mom, and she doesn't feel any better about his reaction. And then at bedtime, I guess Huda's getting ready for bed, and Jeremiah is sitting in the, like laying in the bed next to Bella, and is like, did you know Huda's a mom? She's like, she told you? It's like, yeah, okay, you know. What if she didn't know? She told you not to tell anyone. And then the first thing he does and goes and tells another woman. So the next morning, Landria, Shelly, they get their breakfast, and Taylor's bringing in breakfast for Landria, and Huda's like, where's mine? And Taylor's like, calm down, he's coming with it. Girl, chill. She gets her breakfast. Now this is the baseball challenge episode. They find out when they're getting ready that the girls need to rank the guys for the 4 bases, first, second, third, and home is where you do the main kiss. And Huda's like freaking out that all the girls are going to put Jeremiah in their lineup because he's the hottest guy in the house. But none of the girls pick him at all. Huda picks Taylor for first base, Nick for second, Ace is third, and Jeremiah is fourth. She gave Ace a kiss. Then the bombshells come. It's Hannah and Amaya, and Huda loses it. Because Amaya picks Jeremiah for her fourth base, jumps on him, and is straddling him. And Jeremiah doesn't move his lips, mouth, or nothing. He's just like, well, she's on him. Huda was not happy at all. Her facial expressions the whole entire time were pure entertainment. I was laughing my ass off the whole time. They try covering her eyes when Amaya was kissing her, and she's like, bitch, no. I'm gonna watch this. And the guys were cheering. They lost it when when Amaya was kissing him. So the 2 bombshells are girls, and they go with the boys. And then the girls chat about the challenge on their own without the bombshells, and Huda's going crazy. She says she's not mad at Jeremiah, but that bitch is fucking messy. Talking about Amaya. Shelly kind of puts her in her place. She's like, y'all are open. You're exploring.
Do you not see what me and Jeremiah have? I just think that was the dumbest shit she could have done.
Huda knows she's right and pulls the mom card. She's like, you don't know this yet, Sierra, but you're one of our sisters now. I'm a mom. She's like, that's amazing. After today, you're our sister. And she said it was so hard to see him kiss another girl. They all just back her up. Her little confession, she's like, I don't play about what's mine. Don't touch. What's mine is mine. In the boys chat, they told Amaya she stepped on some toes. She said, we're all here for the same reason. Hannah says y'all can't be married week 1. Jeremiah says he'll still get to know them, but then be respectful as well. Hannah's like, wait, everyone's coupled up already? What? They're all like, no. The girls come and get the bombshells. Bella asked what the guys said, and Hannah said that they all said they're open except Jeremiah. Huda smiles, she likes that. She's like, yeah, we're the mom and dad of the house. They're all getting ready for the night in the makeup room, the girls, and Amaya says she really wants to get to know Jeremiah. And Huda's like, that's fine, you can. And she says it with this tone. She's not happy about it. And Shelly is telling Huda they're talking later. Breathe.
I don't like her. I just already don't like her. I don't think she's nice. I think that she has ulterior motives, and I just don't fuck.
And in Shelly's confessional, she's like, she's freaking for no reason. That man's not going nowhere. And that's the end of the episode. It was more on the drama with Sierra, Bella, and Nick. Huda is talking to Jeremiah in the speakeasy about the challenge and how this bitch was really trying to kiss you. She just keeps going on and on. And she's like, I know you weren't kissing her back. Were you? And he's like, I'm trying to tell you, because she just keeps talking over.
She was over there talking to y'all, and all the boys are hyping you up, being like, oh, you finally kissing. This bitch was trying, and I was just like...
He says he was kissing, but not trying to kiss her back. He's like, I don't want to mess this up. But it's like, she's going to pull you no matter what. Seeing you kiss someone else made me realize I like you. He's like, I thought you already did like me. She's like, no, I really like you. Hug and they kiss. He's like, you were looking banging in that baseball outfit. Maya pulls Jeremiah for a chat. And then they show Ace and Huda talking, and Ace is like, I don't care if the people pull people for chats, but it's just fucking weird. And he's like, you do realize we are 4 days in. She's like, you do realize I don't care.
Do you understand we are 4 days in?
Do you understand, Ace, that I don't care?
And then they both laugh. It's cutting scenes back and forth between this conversation and Jeremiah and Amaya talking. And he's kind of like, you didn't do anything wrong in the challenge. And she's like, I know I didn't. He said he's willing to accept chats, but he's got something great going on. Cuts to Ace and Huda, and he's like, everyone thinks that you aren't approachable and that you guys are closed off already. She's like, well, no one even asked me for chats. It's just like a circle. No one asked me for chats. Well, no one's asking you for chats because you're unapproachable. Like, while getting ready for bed, Huda and Jeremiah shower together, and they're making out every night at bedtime, I swear. So they wake up. It is day 5 in the villa, and Huda and Jeremiah are already married with 2 kids on the verge of divorce. In the makeup room, Amaya and Huda hug it out. She's fine now. Amaya says she's not going to go after Jeremiah anymore. She's like, he said you guys are a thing. I didn't see Jeremiah make her breakfast this day. So the girls have a little chat. And Amaya, it sounded very scripted. Like Amaya had bullet points that she was reading.
And me and Jeremiah did have a talk. He let me know how serious him and Huda is.
That's so funny.
And then in the confessional, Huda's like, I feel like we're building a sisterhood when 12 hours ago she was like calling this girl a bitch and weird.
My emotions were so heightened. I definitely acted out of emotion, which I don't typically do.
And then I noticed, I thought this was weird. Charlie and Hannah are like kissing outside, and everyone noticed and starts like cheering them on. And Huda's, start ringing the church bells. She wants everybody to just couple up and move fast. There's a recoupling, and Jeremiah picks Huda, of course, so nothing changes. But Bella goes home, which is Huda's best friend. And that's the end of episode 6. There was no episode 5 because of the after sun.
Don't play about what's mine. Like, what's mine is mine, and don't touch it. I can already tell that the bitch doesn't compare to me. Do I know her? No.